All right, welcome to another powerful episode of the Marlo Davis Show. Thank you guys for being here, wealth creators. So good to see you. Listen, if you just now coming to our show, my name is Marlo Davis. I am a wealth creator, and you're a wealth creator too. And welcome to the Marlo Davis Show, which is every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're a little delayed, guys. It's been storming like crazy here in Georgia, but hey, look, we're made it. We're here, and we're ready to dive into this subject in just a minute. Okay, so if you just join us, please click like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and I want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. Leave a comment below. What I'm going to talk about today is going to be a little steamy. It's gonna be a little steamy that I'm going to talk about, and so please make sure that you leave a comment below. What we're going to do, we're going to take a quick commercial, and then we're going to be right back, and we're going to dive into this subject matter. You're watching the Marlo Davis Show. Stay tuned. I'm free, I'm finally free, I'm free, I'm finally free. Listen, you can have, be, do anything you want to do as long as you believe it and you're ready to receive it. And that's the most important thing. You have to be ready to receive it. Hi, I'm Jean Davis. I'm the founder and CEO of Tiffis LLC, as well as TWC, Tiffis Wealth Creators. Listen, I remember years ago, I was a single mom struggling with 4 kids. I was abandoned with my 4 kids, guys, over a friend house, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know where I was going to stay. I didn't know how I was going to survive, but I made a promise to myself. I said, God, if I get out of this situation, my children will never have to worry about money again. They'll never have to worry about being in a situation. So I pulled myself up by my bootstraps, guys. I found the mentor, I found the coach, I found someone to help me to become financially free. And guys, I thank God for mentors. I thank God so much for coaches, because guys, my mentor, my coach helped transform my mindset so I can attract wealth. And guess what? I became the first millionaire in my family, and not the last. But I'm here to help people who are struggling, people who have been in the same situations that I've been in. Whether you're a single mom, single dad, you're a teacher, you're an accountant, guys, you're a student, you're a mother, you're a father, whatever you're doing. Maybe you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Maybe you're looking for time freedom. You're looking for money freedom. You want to know how you can brand yourself. You want to know how you can build your business. You want to know how you can have, be, do anything. Well, guys, listen, what I want you to do, I want you to go ahead, click on the link below. I want to invite you to a community of winners, a community of wealth creators, doctors, lawyers, teachers, business owners who are learning how to build their business on the web. They're learning how to be audit proof in their business. They're learning how to become financially free. They're learning about automation. And guys, they're learning how to brand themselves. And I want to show you what I did and how you could be a part of a strong community and become financially free and have time freedom, money freedom to do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. So my name is Jean Davis. I am a wealth creator. Listen, go ahead and click on the link below. Click on the link below so we could go ahead and get you started and help you become a wealth creator too. I'll see you on the other side. Take care. All right, welcome back to the Marlo Davis Show every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's all about information, inspiration to impact the nation. It's about having total prosperity in every area of your life. I'm talking about mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, relationship-wise. It's all about the total prosperity pot. And a lot of times, guys, I like to share impactful information, topics that can help us in various areas. This topic that I'm going to talk about is health-wise. And my husband and I, we've been talking about it for a minute and never thought that we would even see something like this, that American people rights are being taken from them.
whether you agree or disagree, whether you going to get inoculated or not get inoculated. I don't want to get into the political thing with that. That's your choice. You should be able to choose what you want to do with your body. Just like you have pro-choice for abortions and everything else. It should be pro-choice for whatever you want to do with your body. Okay. And I like to fact check. I used to love to do research. I thought I was going to become a scientist because I love research. I just love the fact check, not really go off of people's opinions, go off of emotions, because, everybody got opinion. Emotions are fleeting, but to really look at the source, the resource, really dive into the knowledge and come with some form of hypothesis, which is an educated guess, and then try to prove that hypothesis with supporting documents, supporting statements, research, things of that nature. Okay. Now, I'm talking about today this subject that is a hot topic. I'm getting fired if I don't get the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, when I'm saying I am speaking in general, I'm not talking about me. I haven't worked a job in over 20 years. I'm a serial entrepreneur. Thank God for that. Okay. I'm getting fired if I don't get the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, look, check this out. Last year, we had all these doctors and nurses and people on the front line. We called them the heroes. They was working with this strange virus that came out of a lab. Some people say Wuhan lab, whatever. It came out of a lab. And, the world did not know 2020, what the hell was this thing? Was there a recovery rate? Just trying to figure all this stuff out. What are we going to do with this virus? And then we was told that the virus was 99% recoverable, that if you got it, you recover unless you had some underlying, what is it called? Underlying health challenges that you didn't know about. Or if you had health challenges, high blood pressure, diabetes, any kind of diseases that you were considered a high risk. Okay. Then it went from that to, of course, we need to wear our masks, stop the spread of it, 6 feet apart. We was told it could be on surfaces. It could be, last this long in the air. It could travel this far. It could do this, that, whatever. But we was told that the mask was the best form of defense, to wear your mask. And that would protect you and the other person who's wearing a mask as well. We're just taking you down the rabbit hole of what we have experienced in 2020 and now 2021. At the time of this recording, is August, 18th, somewhere around here. Okay. And then we're told that getting the vaccine is the best form of defense for this virus, that it would prevent it. That's what it said at first. Now, then it came back. Well, not necessarily prevent it. It will stop you from dying from it. It was said that you still can catch it. You can still get the COVID, even if you get the vaccine. So you can still spread the COVID, even if you get the vaccine. But you're trying to see how you can mandate this vaccine where people can still get the COVID and they still have to wear a mask. Now, riddle me this, Batman. I thought when you get a vaccine, it's supposed to terminate what you're being inoculated with. Am I right? Smallpox vaccine, smallpox go away. Hepatitis vaccine. Okay, now you can't spread it. You might have a trace of it in there, but you can't spread it. I can go down the line of the different things that we grew up as kids that, my parents got us inoculated for because that's what we was taught. But when we started getting knowledge about some of these vaccines and how they're made and stuff, we like, Mr. Postman, no, I'm not going to put that stuff in my vein. Now, people, I want to talk about whatever your belief is. That's your belief. I'm not here to do an abracadabra, a hocus pocus, try to make you sway you one way or the other. What I want to stay on is your body. Is your body. You should be able to decide what you want to do with your body. I understand compliance. Now, we were told that a mask was sufficient. What's wrong with wearing a mask now? If you go in the public grocery store, you're not vaccinated. What's wrong with wearing a mask? You go on an airplane, you got to have a mask on anyway when you're flying. What's wrong with if you got to go to the gym wearing a mask if you're not vaccinated? It should be your choice to wear the mask. Now, we was told that in the beginning now. I mean, when they operate, you go in the hospital, aren't they wearing masks? And they're operating on you, open heart surgery. They got to be masked up if you get something like that. Your organs being open, you got to be masked up. So I'm told that the mask was sufficient. But what I want to talk about is I've been getting some phone calls, guys. And I thank God that people, call on and talk about different things. But what I strive to do as a coach, as a mentor, is ask questions. I started this show with saying the heroes last year was the frontliners, the doctors, the nurses, the techs, people who taking the blood, taking the temperature, going there, doing the, person who can't go to the bathroom, they're taking the, the pot, giving them a bath, the nurses assistants, that do a lot of grimy work. Those frontliners, taking your temperature, taking your blood pressure, doing your charts, all the stuff that they do, these nurses assistants, and doctors and nurses and all this stuff. They were the heroes. We applauded them last year. We was like, oh God, they're angels in disguise. Now, 2021, they're being fired. They're being let go because they refuse to get the vaccine. So now they're saying, because you don't get the vaccine, talking to these nurses, these doctors, these heroes of 2020, now 2021, if you don't get the vaccine, you can't practice medicine here at this hospital, here at this clinic, here at this nursing home, here at this wherever, right? I'm talking about if I don't get the vaccine, I'm going to get fired. Somebody reached out to me yesterday and they was telling me they worked in the medical profession. And they said, Jean, I never thought I would ever see anything like this in my life. But we just got a letter today on them talking about what's coming down the pipeline. And how we have to be prepared for it. And if we want to keep our job, keep our retirement, we're going to have to get vaccinated. I'm like, you don't lost it. What? And again, we can get in this political struggle of being vaccinated against not being vaccinated. That's not what I'm talking about. Still, everybody got opinions because we can go toe to toe, pound to pound on that. I could drop facts all day. I can ask you name the first 5 ingredients of the vaccine. A lot of people don't know that. They don't know what messenger RNA is. I can go down the line and ask you, do you even know? Do you even understand when you sign that form that if you get sick or die, that you cannot sue, your family cannot sue? We can go pound to pound, toe to toe. I can drop facts all damn day. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to persuade anybody's thinking on whether or not they should get the vaccine or whether or not they shouldn't get the vaccine. That's not what I'm here. This is not what this show is about today. Okay, that's something I don't even know if I would even do that show. I don't even know. I don't even know, Bruce. But this show today is people getting fired. I'm getting fired if I don't get the COVID-19 vaccine. and about trying to mandate the vaccine in the USA. You know, it's like, you know how you hear a song, like you hear a song, somebody play a song on the vinyl record, and you know, like, I'm proud to be in America, at least I know. You know, like it just goes off. You know, it's like, what? This in America? Where jobs are now, look, let me tell you something, what's going on right now. Do you know that there's a shortage in drivers in New York? Cab drivers, bus drivers, there's a shortage because people are being told they got to be vaccinated, mandated. They're like, no, Mr. Postman, I'm not going to do it. Have you noticed that restaurants are experiencing shortages now? That you go to a restaurant today, it may take you 30, 45 minutes to get served because people are walking out, not just rage quitting, because I talked about that, but people are walking out because they're not being paid what they're worth, and then they're trying to slide that mandate. And they're like, for, you're paying me what? And you're talking about, and it should not be. This is where the messed up thing is, Bruce, and everybody watching. The messed up thing is you should not make your decision about getting vaccinated because of money. That's unfair. That's not right, man. That you're going to put people against the wall because you're saying, I'm going to mandate it. And somebody's thinking about, that's, oh God, I don't even want that single mom or that single dad or that family member that's struggling like hell, that can't afford to lose their job, man. And you're pushing them against the wall. They're back against the wall. They may take this video down, but I don't care. It'll be here while it's here. But I'm just saying, let it be the decision. When someone comes to me and they say, you know, Jean, I felt that it was for my family, you know, that I go ahead and get vaccinated. I'm like, baby, that's your right. You don't owe me no justification. What are you telling me for? I don't need to know. I'm not Facebook. I'm not going to give you a circle and put underneath they're vaccinated. I'm not going to, you know, hey, you know, you want that? You could use those little things. They got those little things. It's none of my business. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's none of my business whether you got vaccinated or not. But where I have conflict in is now that you're forcing Americans to be, you kind of pimping them to say, get this vaccine or you ain't gonna get this money. I watched the interview. I think it was Dave Ramsey show of this nurse. This nurse called in and he just received a letter that's saying that he got to September the 1st, 2021 to get the vaccine or he will be fired on that day. Now, mind you, let's go back. He was a hero in 2020. But 2021, if he don't go get that vaccine, he's going to be a zero. He's going from hero to zero. They're saying, we're going to take this job from you. So he called in and he asked Dave Ramsey, what should he do? Dave said, get another job, man. There's a lot of jobs out here that require a nurse that you don't have to be in anybody's hospital. So lean with it, rock with it. This is where ingenuity comes to play. That's why I love business. I love being creative because it has blessed me to create online universities, have blessed me to create online courses, have blessed me to create coaching and mentoring platform, has blessed me to be able to create my tax and financial company, has blessed me to start being an author and writing books. Ingenuity, being creative, creating multiple streams of income. But, you know, it would be really slick. Somebody started their own private duty business and started hiring. Let me write this shit. Private duty. I need to look into it. Private duty nursing staff Somebody hint, hint, clue, clue. Look into it, because it would be, let me get, I'm just tossing this up with y'all while we thinking about it. We brainstorming. Y'all wealth creators. This how we do it. This how we do it. This how we do it. Sometimes it's live, sometimes it's Memorex, but right now it's live. Okay, check it out. I would think that it would be the family that would make the decision of whether they wanted somebody vaccinated or unvaccinated in their home. Would it not be? That's what I'm thinking.
Who's to say that the person that needs the care is even physically able to hold on to that?
Yeah. So exactly. So private duty nursing, some of these nurses could probably be working. My mom used to do private duty for years, so I kind of got the gist of how this thing works. It's really up to the client. Really, that's who you're working for, the client. The client is the one that says, hey, look, this is what we want. Sometimes, man, desperate times calls for desperate measures. And then here these people can get paid, and you get paid a residual off of that, sending someone in to work. Yeah, I need to find out about that. Yeah, licensing for that. Because I'm telling you right now, this is the time for ingenuity. This is the time for great thinkers. This is the time to really walk into your authority, go start your business, start that brand, become an affiliate. This is time when you live in a place like America that's supposed to be the home of the free, the brave, whatever, the pursuit of happiness, where now it's coming down the pipeline that people like doctors and nurses are walking out because they're saying we're not going to put this in their body. And it's their right. It's their right. I'll be fighting somebody who wanted to put it in their body and they said they couldn't do that. I will be fighting for them. What the hell can you tell somebody if they want to do it or they don't want to do it? Why are we trying to mandate that? You're watching the Jean Marlo Davis show. Listen, we're going to be right back after this commercial break. Let me calm my ass down. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the Jean Marlo Davis show every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In case you haven't figured it out, in case you're wondering, yes, I am Jean Marlo Davis. I'm your wealth creator. We're talking about I'm getting fired if I don't get the COVID-19 vaccine. This is a hot topic. It caused people to start cussing and fussing, and it's splitting up families, splitting up friends. It's causing people to, look at each other, judge each other, things of that nature. My thing is, when it comes to the vaccine, I have my own belief on the vaccine and things of that nature. And also, too, I'm just a researcher. That's how I've been all my life. I research, I gain facts. I don't take just people word for stuff. I go to the source and read. And that's what you should do. Go to the source, not allow yourself to be vaccinated just for money. That's crazy as hell. Hey, is this mic on? That's crazy as hell if you allow yourself because you want to keep your job in a restaurant, keep your job at the hospital, keep your job in show business, whatever it is, that you go and allow yourself to be inoculated with something that you have no damn knowledge that they may come back in November or December and say we shutting all this shit down again, and that was all naught. You went and did that for absolutely no reason. Do something that's going to save your life. I could listen to someone that believed in a mind that, hey, look, I'm doing this because I want to save my life. I believe that dust would help save my life. Not that I'm taking it because I want to work here or I want to do that, or I've been threatened on my job that if I don't get this, I'm going to lose my job. So now we're going to pimp the vaccine. We're going to pimp it, instead of allowing the American people to make their own decisions on whether or not they want to put something in their body or whether or not they don't want to put it in their body. It is their right. It is their amendment right to do so. Because now check this out. This thing is a rabbit hole. If you start mandating this, riddle me this, Batman, you can mandate that. You understand what I'm saying? Now you could come, the saddest thing that I ever saw, and I could talk to you, wealth creators. I could talk to you. The saddest thing I ever saw is when I started seeing pastors saying that you couldn't come to church if you hadn't been vaccinated. Huh? What? They couldn't come to church, Bruce, without the V card. It kind of reminds me of back in the day, the visitors, them aliens, the sci-fi movie, the V. Now they asking you for your V card to come into church.
Go back off of what you said as far as being able to fall for the vaccination ploy on getting jobs and making it mandated. When you doesn't do that, they do something else. So I'm saying that to say this: whatever you allow them to do will continue.
Absolutely, especially if you don't speak up. So many people are so afraid in this world. If you're gonna die, you might as well die fighting. God damn it! I mean, for real. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Somebody break in. Goddamn, we finna fight. You ain't just coming and snuffing me out like that. Now, come on, I'm going for whatever I can get. But I'm just like, let's have sense. Because if I give you this, then now you could come over and get that too. What is that? Any damn thing you want to get? That's what I'm trying to say. It should not be. I thought even with church and state supposed to be separated, separation of church and state. There's a reason behind that, because in the population, in the church, you got different backgrounds, you got different sects, you got different beliefs, and then you're trying to police and say, hey, look, if you don't do this. But here's my question, and maybe somebody smarter than me maybe could answer it for me if you're watching this live or you watch the replay. My question is, why do we need to wear masks then? Because I was told last year that the mask would stop the spread of it. Is that still true? I'm just asking questions. I just want to know, is that still true? Because if that's still true, then instead of trying to mandate people who are already wearing masks, doctors in the hospital and things like that, they already wearing masks. Instead of trying to just make sure that they come to work, check their temperature. What's wrong with checking their temperature when they come in the door like you did before? Make sure they have their mask. They're washing their hands rigorously. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that protocol? I'm just really want to know what's wrong with it, because it started making you go down the rabbit hole of thinking like, something else is in the mix. And you could call it conspiracy theory. You could call it whatever, but oftentimes the truth is a conspiracy theory. They also said the truth will set you free. Okay, so it's just to get people thinking, whether you want, this is not about you wanting to get the vaccine or somebody tearing down somebody about getting the vaccine, or you believe that it's good for your family. It's not about that. You have the right to get the vaccine if you want to do that. If you believe that is the best possible thing for you, then kudos for you. You had an educated conversation, you and your spouse, your children, whatever, you did your research, you did whatever. But a lot of times when I talk to people, they haven't done any damn research at all. haven't done any research, don't know anything. They're just willy-nilly going to go get shot. What I'm sitting up here saying is your right to get the vaccine is also your right not to get the vaccine. And people who are not getting the vaccine should not be put down, beat down, broke down, made to look like they're conspiracy theorists, made to look like they're the enemy because they have questions that they feel have not been answered. Perhaps those who are getting the vaccine, your questions have been answered, or maybe you're just going blind faith in it and trusting the system. We know how that works out, but there's people who have questions. We call them educators. We call them people who have common sense that says, hey, look, I just want to get some more information so I can make an intelligent judgment on what's going in my body. You know, if you want to eat a Big Mac, that was your choice. If you want to eat some fried chicken, that was your choice. If you want to eat a nice kale salad, if you want to eat a cucumber sandwich with the crust cut off,
at least you know what's in it.
At least you know what's in it, and you made a decision to put it in you. So you can't blame nobody for the high blood pressure, the diabetes, the this, the that. Nobody mandated that burger. Nobody mandated that fried chicken. Nobody mandated that cucumber sandwich with the crust cut off. But when you tell someone, I'm going to mandate a vaccine. If you don't get this vaccine, you're not going to have this job. And then, oh, by the way, if something happened to you, you can't sue now. No, you can't. You can't. And then I saw a video that really blew my mind. Let me see what time. Yeah. I saw a video that really blew my mind, Bruce. I'm going to try to find it and see if I can put it here. Because, you know, it's funny how videos appear and they disappear. So hopefully I can find a link for this video. But it was a gentleman, somebody, I hate to not drop names, but let's just say an administrator of the FDA. He was talking about research. He was talking about what they do. How do they approve a vaccine? What is the process of approving a vaccine? What kind of tests they go through for approving a vaccine? He was giving all this information, right? All this, he was breaking it down. I said, okay, brother, where we going with this? Good. Let's tell us what's going on. Then that brother come out of his mouth and said, at this given time, with all that being said, at this time, neither will our families, our colleagues, or ourselves, we feel that at this time, we will not get this vaccine. We still are gathering facts. That came from the FDA. Didn't come from me, and I ain't made it up. It's on. It's online, and I'm like, what the huh? So what? That's crazy. But then over here, somebody want to mandate. So as we wrap this up, guys, I have always been speaking about, I believe in business. America thrives on small business. So many businesses were affected last year because we had to shut down. So many businesses were affected because they was telling people they couldn't even come into business with a mask on. Gyms closed, restaurants closed, movie theaters closed, stadium closed, concert tickets were stopped. All these things closed because we were told that, you know what, we're stopping the spread of COVID. And a mask alone wasn't going to do it. And then we said, okay, let's mask up. Mask will do it. Mask will do it. It will stop it. And you use little examples of somebody, peeing without pants on. It's going to get you wet versus someone peeing with pants on and it would get them wet. You start using different examples. So the mask work. Okay. So the mask worked. Okay. So we can mask up. Then we start trying to open up. Then we start hearing about vaccines are coming. We change political hands from one president to another president. Then the vaccine arrived. We're like, okay, yay, we're fighting for the American people. Then people start questioning, can you tell me what's in the vaccine? Then some people were offended because they say you got to have blind faith and just believe that this is going to work. Then we say, yeah, so what does the vaccine do? Oh, it cures of the COVID? Oh, so what? Okay. Then it comes back, not in my house. Let me stop. It started going. It came back. It's like, not in my house. But it came back that no, we didn't say that it cured. We said that it stopped you from dying. That's what it does. Yeah, you can still get it. Even if you get the COVID vaccinated shot, you can still get COVID, but it's really going to stop you from dying. Now you're saying, well, we're going to have to start doing some mandates around here. And you're now, it's amazing because we're seeing restaurants where people, I said this earlier, I've never seen it before, where people are apologizing that they don't have staff. You're seeing people walking off jobs in droves, hospitals, clinics, restaurants, just, places where you would normally see help. You're not seeing help. And now you're coming with this mandate. And you have some people that are saying, I just wish everything would go back to the way it was. Excuse me, Mr., ma'am, boy or girl. It's never going back to the way it was. This is a time you got to man up. This is the time you got to ask questions. It is your right to ask questions. And please, I beg you, I implore you, don't get the vaccine because you want to work on a certain job. Don't get the vaccine because of money. Don't get the vaccine because you're being threatened. You're being threatened on a job that you won't have the rest of your life, but you're willing to go ahead and put your arm out there. You're willing to say something crazy like, well, we die from something anyway. We're going to die one day. It ain't got to be today, right? But you want to do certain things. Like, I love what Dave Ramsey said to the guy. Just get another job, man. He was asking to do, well, what do I do? The nurse called in to the show and he was trying to get answers because it's being mandated. And Dave Ramsey said, man, just, hey, get another job. There's jobs out here that you could be a doctor or a nurse, and it doesn't require you to work in a hospital. There's places where you can, be an artist, be a singer, be a performer without having to go into other places. There's places where you can be an accountant, you could be a lawyer, you could be whatever. There's places that you can work that you don't have to be at certain companies, that these smaller businesses are going to pay you what you're worth, and they're begging for you. And you can work at home. You can work at home. You can work at home. This is the time to be creative. Let me tell you something. I saw, it blew my mind. This lady, I'm gonna try to see if I can find this stuff. One day on one of my shows, we're just gonna be watching different videos and we're gonna talk about it. You down for that, babe? Yeah. Let's do that. Because y'all be thinking I'm making this stuff up. I'm not. It is this one lady, she was an entertainer. She sings. I don't know where she was singing at, but I do know she lived in New York. And because of the pandemic, she was not able to entertain whatever, but they had followings. So they used Zoom, and they started doing concerts in their home. Like, they created a stage and everything. And she cried because she made more money doing that, because people at home, they zoom in anyway. I mean, and what I was looking at, this lady was she used her ingenuity, her creativeness, right? Because she didn't do it by herself. She took some of her same mates, the people that perform, that wasn't working. She said, look, you're not working. People are tuning in. It costs this much to tune in. They're giving donations. They're doing this and that, whatever. And then we could put our Zelle or our whatever up, and people could contribute to it. Babe, they were crying because they had made, like, each of these people had made over $350,000 from the comforts of their home. She said she's never going on a fucking stage again. She said never, ever, ever. She's not going to do it because now they don't build the following. More people can see them now. It's global. And she was like, and they still like a concert, like a live concert. That's where Versus came from. Remember the battle with the Versus? That's where that came from. And this one guy, he started doing, I don't know his name, where he would have different songs and you would sing your little part. Then he'd go to somebody else. Pass the mic. They started doing something called Pass the Mic, things of that nature. And I was just like, ingenuity is something else. When someone takes something from you, you don't lay down on the floor and have a bitch fit. You say, I'm not going to allow you to take what's rightfully mine. I'm not going to allow you to push me against the wall to say I got to go get inoculated so I can work at a hospital, so I can work on a boat, a float, a plane, a train. I got to keep this job. No, I'm going to go get me another job. Better yet, I'm going to start me another bit. Okay, here's somebody else. This one guy, I didn't even know that you can be an affiliate of Amazon. I didn't know. I know about Shopify. I know about drop shipping. I know about that because I learned that from going to the seminar that changed my life. But a direct affiliate, I didn't know. But this dude talked about how he got into the affiliate game and started making the checks 100,000, 90,000. His dad job was threatened. He was able to get his dad off the job. Him and his mom, his dad, they ain't worried about money no more. So what am I saying? Ingenuity. You use your creativeness. Stand up, mighty people, and fight. Don't allow somebody to push your back up against the wall. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your God. And it's time to what? Start doing something for self, building your own business, building your own brand. I did a video, several videos that I talked about the top 10 things you can do from the comforts of your own home. Whether you're in entertainment, whether you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're whatever, there's things that you can do that will not affect your money and no one can take it away from you. You know, just like last year when we couldn't go nowhere, people still had money though. They still had money. People were spending. So why not spend with you? I just wanted to come on here and talk about this. I'm getting fired if I don't get the COVID-19 vaccine. What do you do? What kind of jobs can you do? What can you do if your family is threatened? How can you make money for your family? That single mom, that single dad. What I say, if you haven't been threatened yet, do something about it right now before you do. Let's get into some other streams of income that you won't have to rely on that one stream. If you are looking for something like that, I want you to like this video, share, leave a comment below, say, Jean, I need your help. What ideas do you have? But I am right here when I re-edit this video, I am going to put a video that I did that I talked about some income streams that you might want to look into. Again, I want to make it perfectly clear. And you hear it from the beautiful queen's mouth. I'm not saying that you should get the vaccine, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't get the vaccine. But what I'm saying is it should be your sole decision on what you do, not you being mandated to make a decision. That is my stance. That's what I believe. You should not have to be mandated to keep your money. That's what I believe. And I want to make sure I make that perfectly clear in case those in the back who can't hear was wondering what the hell I'm talking about. Is she for the vaccine? Is she not for the vaccine? I'm for pro-choice. For you to be able to get it or you to be able to not get it. It is your choice. And I hope you understand that. And I hope you fight for your rights. Because if we don't fight for our rights, ladies and gentlemen, it starts with this little thing right here. And the next thing you know, it'll be something else tomorrow. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. You've been watching the Jean Marlo Davis show. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you go live a little before something gets shut down. You can go do some stuff with your family, with your loved ones. You know, I pray that you really I'm going to share the video of some suggestions of what you could do to work at home, guys. With everything, there's a good book said with all you're getting, get understanding. That's all I'm saying. Get understanding, get wisdom, get knowledge before you allow yourself to apply something that may or may not work. That's all this is all about. Have a great weekend. I pray that, you know what, you stay steadfast, you pray, and you use intelligent judgment. You've been watching the Marlo Davis Show every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here. Please, wealth creators, that's what our community is called. Go ahead and click like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can always be alerted when there's new information that's dropping right here on this channel. My name is Marlo Davis. I am a wealth creator. You're a wealth creator too, and you can have, be, do anything. And that, my friend, is mandated. Take care and God bless.